Hello guys, it's me Haters Reviews here. Hopefully you like my new avatar. But today we're gonna be doing a video on some Kerm. Basically this guy's saying, you're an atheist, mate. You know, you should drink your dad's spunk. So yeah, from the Quran Reloaded, I saw the video, I was like, alright, this guy's fucking retarded. I stopped watching it and I started making this video. So let's get fucking right into this.
We stand firm, calling to Allah all the time. We let him know, bang, bang, cause it's our time.
Sorry, you're a bit confused about that. Well, you look so weirded out. He basically, some guy came downstairs. He was like, "I want a nutritional snack," and he just said, "Oh, let's go in the fridge." And his dad's spunk is just in a bottle there, so he just decides to drink that. I just thought about skipping it because it's so boring. Nothing happens in it. So yeah, that's why.
Sorry, I'm a bit confused. What on earth do you look so grossed out for? On atheism, there's nothing wrong with drinking your dad's sperm. You don't believe me? Look, let's break it down. There is no consequences, morally speaking, according to you guys, because it's not harming anyone and there's no risk.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna have to pass up on the spunk drinking, but I do see his point, kind of. You can just drink your dad's spunk if you really have a weird connection with your dad. There's nothing wrong with that if you're an atheist, I suppose. It's just the fact that it's just a bit weird, you know. I know there's no moral badness in it, and there's no like a risk or whatever he just said. I understand that, but it's just a bit weird. It's like saying that, like he just saying that it's no morally bad or no risk means apparently there's going to be a God that opposes these views on you, which is just a bit okay. There could be an abundance of reasons, and that one is the one you conclude at the end of this. Come on, man, come back down to earth, or you know, Allah's earth or whatever.
And secondly speaking, sperm's got nutritional value. So go drink your dad's sperm, man. What are you waiting for? But you're not going to, are you? But why?
Because it's fucking weird. Not because there is a God that's posing these views on me. Fuck off, mate. Alright? Just shut up. Because this is his whole argument. He goes on a rant about, consequentialism. I can't even say it. Consequentialism. And he goes on a rant about that. And then he goes on about rape. But you'll see it anyway. It's not because God is opposing these views on me. It's because I just have these views, okay? So just back off, mate.
I can understand how you're quite confused right now because your worldview should make you feel comfortable with drinking sperm. But hold up, you feel like...
It's not the fact that, you know, it's opposing my worldview. If you have a weird connection with your dad, sure, why not? Go ahead. To be honest, I've seen too much shit online to be put off by that, so that's not really weird. But the fact that I say that it's fucking bad. What about prostitutes and porn stars? They sometimes drink spunk, and am I supposed to go like, me? That's fucking sick. To be honest, it is a bit. To be honest, I feel, and yeah, it's just weird, but it doesn't mean that it's wrong to do. As you said, it's not wrong to do. You can do it. Like, I'm pretty sure some people out there enjoy that. And what are we supposed to say? Fuck off, mate. That's weird. Don't do that. Of course not.
That's gross. I don't want to drink my dad's sperm. Then could there be something wrong with your worldview?
I think there's something wrong with my worldview. Of course there is. In perspective of saying science, say like science, everything. You can't really trust anything in science because it can be changed, and you know, my worldview will always change in the world of science, and it always changes to my day-to-day basis. So of course my worldview is wrong, and yours is as well, because every day is different. Every day changes your perspective of the world. Of course, your book will always just say, "Nah, mate, forget about that. You know that God Allah? Yeah, He exists. Just cause He exists. All right."
Let's discuss that. Alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalam ala rasulillah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam wa ba'd.
Oh, sorry, I don't speak terrorist.
Okay, so we have morals, we have good, we have bad, we have what we ought to do, we have what we ought not to do.
Okay, with him so far, let's just listen.
Where did our morals come from? They didn't come from nothing, did they? Because look, we're smart now. We're not going to behave stupid anymore. We're going to appreciate that things don't come from nothing.
Yeah, I think we can explain it a little bit, and correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, by evolution. Now, what I mean is, like, as we developed our evolution and our brains got bigger, we discovered in a way that makes society works as a whole, we have to have things in place that will stop, like, criminals doing things, stuff bad happening to people, stuff like that, okay? And the morals that you're placing have just been they've just been imposed upon on us through generations and generations, and it's just come to a point where you think that it's bad because society says it's bad a little bit, and I think some morals are just put inside of us in the first place, like killing a baby. It's bad to do. You just feel bad about doing it. Now there are some people that say, "Fuck that, mate. I'm gonna go and kill," but that is a different kind of person, and he is like ill, if you will. So yeah, that's what I think anyway, but correct me if I'm wrong in the comments.
But we're not going to turn a blind eye to them because they exist, they're in our faces, we use them each and every single day. Okay, good, so at least we're on the same wavelength.
Not really, but go on.
Okay, what are the explanations that atheists used to give for where our morals came from? Number one, evolution. But then we came to realize, just by using our brains a teeny tiny bit, that evolution doesn't care about moral value, it cares about survival value.
He's very correct here. It doesn't really care, evolution, doesn't really care about moral values, but it does care about survival. And it's just because our brains have developed to the fact that we have these social structures and the way that things are run. Like, you wouldn't fucking go up to someone and punch them. It's just, you just wouldn't, because society says it's wrong, and you would get punished for it, like, maybe you might not get punished for punching someone in the face, but you get what I mean.
For example, the white nurse shark, when it wants to procreate, does it go and smoothly just walk over to the female white nurse shark and just chirps it a little bit like, what's going on, baby, you want to hit the pad and basically get jiggy? No! It forcefully copulates. In other words, it rapes.
Because, again, you said by evolution, it just wants to survive, and the way to survive is have sex, and they don't really have an option in that, because it's just they don't. This is how it works. Alright, you can't change that, and the way that humans work, we don't just have children. We don't have sex just because to make children. We have it to have fun now, and comes with that an option to do it or not. So I might choose not to do it, or a woman might not choose not to do it. In any case, in any way, and any day, And if someone comes up to you and says, "Do you want to have sex?" you can just say no, or you can say yes. And if they do do it anyway, if you say no, that's rape. All right. And what you're opposing here is, yeah, it supposes rape, but they don't have the same ideology as we do. They don't really care. All they do is want to survive.
If our morals come from the exact same sociological, biological process that facilitates those morals for that white nurse shark, then what makes us so special that when we rape, it's wrong? No. If that's where our morals come from, rape, murder, theft, all these things, at the most you could say are socially unconventional. The same way it is socially unconventional for a woman to wear Ronald McDonald lipstick when she goes to the club, or for a man to sit at a dinner table and fart, or for a guy to go play a game of football with his tuxedo on. You can't say these things are evil, they're wrong, he ought not to do this, or she ought not to do that. The most you can say is, I wouldn't, but if you really want to do that, then go for it. I'm not going to murder him, but if you want to murder him, that's up to you.
Well, putting on a suit and going to football and murder is quite different, my friend.
To each their own. Potato, potato, tomato, tomato. But we realize that doesn't work, and evolution basically leaves us with that. So evolution flies out the window. The second explanation that we have is, wait for it, social pressure. But social pressure basically means that we believe things are good and bad, morally speaking, on the basis of what society tells us. But if that's the case, then that means you have to accept that when Hitler and his Nazis were doing what they were doing to the Jews, in other words, putting them in concentration camps, gas chambers with Zyklon B, when they were doing that at the time, because social pressure made them feel that it was the norm, morally speaking, it was the thing that they ought to do, that means you have to admit that at the time there was nothing wrong with what Hitler was doing.
Yeah, I agree with what you're saying. Of course, what Hitler did. Sorry, I disagree with what you're saying, because you're saying that if Hitler did it, then it's wrong. And if you agree with that, then you believe that social pressure would. Anyway, you get his point. You showed the clip. But yeah, of course, Hitler thought it was right. But that doesn't mean I think it's right, and that doesn't mean the next person is going to think it's right. But he might, and the people that I'm pretty sure his soldiers said that it was wrong, but if they didn't do it, he would kill. There's tons of videos out there saying that they wouldn't. But anyway, that's neither here nor there for this video. But the fact that you said this, and you saying that it's wrong now, and it's wrong, and it was wrong then, according to Hitler, it wasn't. And your God made him that way. Your God made him that way. Why didn't your God just say, fuck it, mate. Have some durability in your body, my friend. Go ahead. It's not it wasn't free will that made him. That was in the that is in the Quran, I believe. That might be actually. But he bestowed that upon him. It was no one else that did that. It was your God. Why couldn't your God just say, nah, mate, go ahead, just have a little bit of nudge, mate. You don't want to do that. So, and the way that makes everyone else work, why didn't he just do that to same that to him? You get my point. So I have a question for you. Damn it, you're always asking these goddamn questions. Piece of shit.
But nobody's going to do that because it was wrong then and it was wrong now. So what happens to social pressure? We kick it to the curb. So what's the explanation that people like Sam Harris put forth today? Consequentialism. What is consequentialism? A very crude understanding is that basically we look at the consequences of our actions, and if the consequences bring about good, then that's something that's morally good. And if they bring about something bad, then that's morally bad.
This is a word I tried to say at the beginning. Well, I'm not a big fan of this. I don't know a lot about it either, but I know that just isn't the case. There is much more to it than morally good, morally bad, if it brings about consequences and stuff like that. There's much more information to pull out than you're just saying this. Sam Harris, I agree with some of his points, but I feel like some of his points are just crazy. But anyway, that's for another video again. But yeah, it's more complicated than that.
So that's basically how we do it. Well, in light of that, there's nothing wrong with drinking your dad's sperm because the consequences are actually beneficial. There's nutritional value and there's no risk. No one's gonna get harmed. Your dad's basically gonna have a good bash. He's gonna enjoy a nice orgasm and you're gonna enjoy some nice nutritional value. So the benefits outweigh the losses.
Again, you can, if you want, you can drink your dad's sperm all you like if you have a weird information with your dad. But I'm not gonna go and do it, of course not. But that's my personal choice. And this fucking kid right here thinks that it's wrong. And I think it is to a certain extent. Like, it's pretty bad to drink your dad's spunk. But you know, it's nothing that I would do. But I don't see a problem with it, alright?
So go and drink your dad's sperm. Don't be such a hypocrite. Go and basically have intimate relationships with your mum and your sister. Because there's nothing wrong with it. That's why people like Lawrence Krauss said, rationally speaking, I don't see something wrong with incest.
Why is incest wrong? It's not clear to me that it's wrong.
By the way, I watched that debate, alright, and it is fucking fantastic actually. It was very entertaining. Not like other debates, to be honest. The big debate, if you want to look it up, you know, Christopher Hitchens, The Big Debate, just type that in Google and it'll find. But yeah, he also said in the same statement, because he didn't add this in, he said that if it's bad, it's also bad. The bad thing about it is that if you have a child, there's genetic defects. So he didn't say it was completely right. He just said if it's a one-time thing and it harms no one else, he says he won't do it, and he won't actually fucking say that you should go and do it. I forgot the word, but that if you want to do it, you can do it. But he's not going to say that you should do it. And, you know, if you don't have a baby out of it, he sees nothing wrong with that. And I agree with him on that. I do. Call me a fucking pedophile or whatever.
Go and basically engage in paedophilic acts. That's why Richard Dawkins says, I don't see there to be a problem with things like mild paedophilia.
Okay, well that's not true, is it? Come on. If you read the whole fucking article, then you'd understand that it's not wrong. Well, I didn't read the whole article either, but I understood that he didn't say that. So fuck off, mate.
Of course there's a problem. Let me give you a very vivid, crude example. Forgive me for painting this picture, but sometimes you need to really drive the point home by taking you outside the box. Here's the example. On consequentialism, according to Sam Harris's morality, according to Professor Krauss, Richard Dawkins, the leading atheists of the world, according to their morality, there's nothing wrong with you basically lying a 1-year-old baby in front of you and basically masturbating over it. Because the baby is not going to remember the traumatic experience because he's only 1 or she's only 1 year old. And you are going to enjoy basically a nice session.
Well, again, some people actually, paedophiles, like that. They would gladly fucking do that. So what are we supposed to say about them? They're just get them out of the picture. What are you fucking... like, the example is terrible on multiple levels. The first one is people do want to do that. The second is because we have societal standards that say you'll be put into jail if that fucking happens because you know the baby doesn't consent and stuff like that anyway. And then the third one is can't the baby like die of it, diseases and stuff like that? Come on, man, you don't want to do that. And babies aren't hot. Like, come on, if you see a hot girl in front of you, well. And then you see a baby, well, that's just, you know, some people like that, but I'm just saying.
Very creepy, disgusting, should be put in jail, locked away, slapped in the face. But on your morality as an atheist who rejects God, there's nothing wrong with that. But now here's the thing. I know you are decent human beings, right? We're human beings.
Again, I'm going to bring this up. What about people that are crazy? What about people that fucking are in jail because of that? And what about people that kill people? And what about all of those people that are in insane asylums, prison? Well, why are they put out of the question to say that some people are decent human beings and some are not? What about your God that says it's not free will, sorry, that says it's fucking okay to do that because he's bestowed that upon them? I don't know why, because if your God's like the fucking best, alright, why didn't he just make everyone fucking equal? Why didn't he do that? Why are some people richer? Why are some people poorer? I understand that, you know, we have free will over that, and people like make businesses and they make money off that. But you know, that was a bad example. My apologies. But you know, what about all those people? Were they that was kind of free will, killing the people, but making people crazy from birth. Well, what about that? And making people have tendencies to like children. You know, what the fuck, man? You fucking kidding me?
And I know you find a problem with all the examples that I've given. Because you're not weird. We have the same blood running through our veins, the same head, the same brain inside of it, the same consciousness. We have the same morality. So I'm not having a go at you. I'm just trying to make you understand how crude this understanding of the world is from an atheistic perspective.
Well, no, you're not, because you're not an atheist, and you can't give the same worldview as if you were an atheist. Because if you were, then I'd still disagree with you in every single point that you just made, but still, you'd have that to say. But you don't, because you're not an atheist, my friend. I hope you're fucking not, because you're speaking all this Allah shit, terrorist speech. Come on, man, what the fuck? How the fuck? And we're all the fucking same human being. We have all the same brain, but different things happen inside our brain. As I said, the part where it says, oh, children are fucking hot, or, oh, you know, I'm going to go and fucking murder that kid. There's different parts. And your God made them that way. It's no one else.
So then what is our explanation and understanding of where our morals came from? My dear beloved friends, brothers and sisters, the only explanation for where our morals came from is that they are grounded and anchored and based and founded upon a higher moral agent that instilled them to us.
Okay guys, let me just give you 2 examples because I'm nice. What if Hitler did win the Second World War? Okay, I'm pretty sure most people, because they believe in this hierarchy, they would be happy with killing was it the Jews? He killed the Jews. Everyone would be happy with it. I'm not sure everyone, but most people would be happy with it. And you know, that it will change the way that the moral people that people think about morals. Just think about that. I want you to think about that. And the second one I'm going to give you is, what if religion never existed? Now, like, I mean, like, everything, no gods, no Egyptian gods, nothing. Literally, it's just an atheist. I don't think it would be called an atheist, would it? I don't know what it would be called. But yeah, what morals would you have then? You would have your personal morals inside of you. There could be people killing people around you, but it's the way that society says that you shouldn't kill a fucking man, because that's not how, that's not, it will just work out worse for everybody. Now, I'm not saying morals are fucking good. I wholeheartedly don't believe in morals, to be honest. I can do what I want, but there is a point where I just don't feel good about killing someone or having sex with a child or a baby. That's just a bit weird. That's just me. It's not stowed upon anyone. There could be abundance of reasons, but I'm not sure about the answer. If you want to put it in the description, maybe you could know. Description, comments below, maybe you know. But I wholeheartedly don't believe in that. Alright? So just shut up about Hallam Span, or whatever his fucking name is, alright? Shut up about him, because he didn't do it. Just ourselves in evolution, in fucking society, they did that, alright? So shut up, mate.
Because society doesn't dictate them, evolution sure as hell doesn't, and consequences of our actions, rational thought process like that sure as hell doesn't. The only option we're left is that Allah instilled these morals inside of us from when we were born.
Okay, well, consequential. I'm not gonna argue with that. I don't really care about that. I don't believe in that. So, fuck that. Fucking society. Yeah, of course it fucking does. Because if we kill someone, then that's just gonna mean our human race. Because alright, let me go to evolution first, and then I go to society. Because evolution, as we got older, we learned not to kill each other, because, as you said, evolution wants us to survive. And if we start killing everybody, then that's not going to work for survival. If we start killing each other, that's not going to work for survival, is it now? So the way that our brains got bigger and stuff like that, we learnt more, and we learnt that not putting rules upon our people saying that they shouldn't kill is a better way for us to survive than if someone did kill them. And that's why there should be consequences for killing them. Not because it will fucking... Allah put them upon us. This is not fucking true. Anyway, that's the end of the video. I cut off the end part 'cause it's just him trying to fucking say that Allah stored them upon us. Hallowed be their name, boy. Stuff like that. But yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed this one. Man, whew, I went on a big rant today. That felt good, actually. So, I will see you in the next video, or whatever I make. You know, I'm not going to make anything else but a video next, so I'll see you in my next video. Peace.